in Sassy, which, of all the players to lose early on, is not really ideal. That's a lot of the information that would be there for Loud completely diminished, and if anything, from this point onwards, Crew can just take their time.
Yeah, you can definitely see Crew slowing it down, realizing that maybe there was a trap play. That's a double stun. It's caught both players. Nade stops the rotation as well, buying them a little bit more time. Good flash, catching a lot, but right behind the site, there's a flash coming through. Klaus able to see everything, though, and he'll catch 2 quick kills with a plant. And this is looking dominant for Crew. It looks like they're pretty confident in the old pistol rounds.
Yeah, also just the utility there was spot on. Like the pot flash alongside the paranoia. I think there was also a tag coming out moments later from the haunt, so there was not really any escape available, and Mizzino even going to close it out in the end, 1-0. So yeah, I think that's every single pistol so far.
I'll say in that round there, Klaus just everything lined up for him, right? He didn't get flashed up. I don't know if it was by design that he was still in the smoke, but the timing was terrible for Sadik in popping his flash, leaving that one guy with vision. Now they've got a kill already. Let's see what more damage they can get done. Still some potential here. And then remember, look, if they manage to take 2 or 3 kills, that's huge. And with the damage done, 44 HP on someone, but you'd need the info to work with, and it's just not there. Instead, they look for raw duels, and that was a chance. Mizzino just 44 HP, but he'll dodge the Sheriff shot. And everybody's coming towards long. That's where Les is. A huge opportunity for damage. He won't catch the first, but he'll catch at least Delzik. Look, it's damage at the end of the day, and Shield.
If they can continue to do this, they can definitely make it tough. Aspas still willing to take these early fights aggressively, but these flashes have just been irritating. It's forced so many players off position.
I mean, the problem is, sure, you force these players out of position, but now you don't have those flashes to work with on the way through, right? And that could be a problem if you didn't have the paranoia, which has been on point for Delzik so far, and he's lined up to potentially do it again. Oh, no, he's not. Now he's walking around through long. Looks like he's going to be entering in. The stun catches all 4. That's massive. There's no damage dealing utility, so instead it's just to slow them down, and now they're right back to full speed. Sadik falls, the off angle by Aspas, though, perfect, and they're able to double up in all those duels.
Yeah, I think the problem with
down in sewers in that incredibly aggressive position. Well, what if they run down and kill him? They can TP out. So no matter what, they're in a pretty safe position. And now as the B hit comes in, they've got players either side of B site ready to push back in, ready to use util.
They slowed them all down with the C's on their way into the site, so they couldn't actually get out, and that's given time for Sadik to reclaim that control. We've seen him as the Battle Sage, now looking to be the Battle Breach. Nice shot from Keznet, though. Brings it back into a 4v4. Now he needs to try and reclaim some of this control. Instead, they use the Rolling Thunder, and the man at the back of the site is so incredibly low, but Sadik still manages to find another.
They've got to get back in here pretty soon, and that position's been retaken. Keznet now on the back of the site, and there's plenty more there to deal with as well. Swinging out with a surprise fact to do about this from their positions. It looks like they might have to just concede the site and try to play in with their utility after.
Yeah, the Nightfall hit no one. So that's the thing. If you're Crew, you're kind of sat there going, that's weird. Like, it's connected on no one. And you can see they're more hesitant. All the utilities bound on the other side, and Sassy has just denied their plant completely. Look at the rotation from Loud. Everybody is already here, and they're currently trapped in the corner. Sassy's just found another double, and this is all falling apart for Crew.
Incredible usage again. They make the decision to play the retake. They've got the utility, the ults to work with to get back in there. Dropping the spike couldn't have been better. And with 15 seconds left, spike down on long and 4 players here. I think we're pretty confident Mizzino will want to save this weapon, although that opportunity isn't going to be easy to find. They're already pushed down long and looking to pincer him, and Les knows full well that this player should still be in towards short. He's coming towards to clear it. I think this is the end for Mizzino. There you go. 2 rounds on the board for... It's close to era-defining. All they need is those trophies.
Bye, Sassy. Do they expect Les to be here, though? Oh, they do. He's going to have to leave. He's just hoping that maybe someone gives him an angle, but it's smart from Crew. Not going to overface. And the thing is, that's actually a rifle on the ground. And considering the purchase they currently have, that's a lot of value. Oh, you see them. He can't do anything about it.
But he wants to stick around. That smoke, it's around for a few more seconds, but those players are going to be long gone by the time it fades. He's walked out. I think he just saw them fading back. Damage was done, and that's a double. Spike down. Great position for Aspas. He'll even use the showstopper. The nade down. He's just running around, having an absolute field day. Leaving Nags to do this alone. A 1v2, a rifle retrieved, but the spike is yet to be, and he's being spotted on his way back through.
I think that's actually info for him. Goes back, flash, Oh, it's going to leave him looking in the other. They don't have that control, so they have to fight for long. And, hey, never mind. Pancada's dead.
Well, they've dropped Pancada, retaken the control, and they know the other guy that was there, Les, has gone back around to second mid. So only one needs to hold that angle while Nags is up close, looking to catch them with the tour de force. Garage is covered. Mazzino is the one holding that part down. Well, apparently Nags is. Very nicely done as they close out those duels and leave Sassy with no hope. I mean, saving might almost be a call at this point as time ticks away, but he wanted to try and get out there and pass it. It was an interesting smoke at a Delzik. It actually stopped them from having the security anymore over on A, where they could have went across to long. So now you got that other rotation, 2 players on the A site, the TP that's going to cost them even more time. This almost gets Crew a plans. I mean, these players coming in from C got to do something, and Sassy got taken down through that smoke. Les is gone. That operator showing its value.
Even with the C's coming in and making them low, it just wasn't enough. And every shot being landed by the side of Crew, they are confident in their take of this B site. A lot of teams really struggle to hold on to this map control, but they always seem to do well fighting out on both sides. Pancada will eventually put down a play, but he's being closed in. You look at the position of Delzik. He's just a little rat in the corner. Just wait to do that. You can...
Oh, they're close already! He's got him! Nags! I don't know how he got away with that. That should have been an instant punish, and 3 kills come out of it instead. He's trying to spam through the smoke at this point.
He is currently solo fighting mid with an operator against an eco round. This is, again, the same as the last round. That's not a play you should be making, guys, but for some reason it works for Nags.
Right, so yeah, you see the overconfidence come in a little bit with that TP back and a swing onto Chamber. Les takes the operator. Now there's a rifle op to come back in for a 2v3 retake. There's a chance. And Nags shouldn't have given them that chance, but the reality is he was looking for a YouTube clip. You know, he was getting in the highlight package. He's already there, but he was looking for a few more to add to the tally. Time's very low. Good kill by Pancada, though. Now you start to get a little bit nervous up top, though. Mazzino closing it out. Leaving less to save. You're not going to risk the operator for that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like on the other side of things, it's like rifle is irrelevant if you can make this one very costly. As said, like the fact that he was meant
to kill, and I think they hoped he was towards the back, just like Mazzino was there. Loud still with a ton more to get back into, but Aspas one away from Showstopper. Could be a turning point.
Yeah, the problem is as well, they've got to be wary of someone already being on that spike. Still, though, battle's actually going in their favor. It seemed like there was a good opportunity for Loud, but they are just being dwindled away. Even though the HP is incredibly low, they need to start connecting some shots. And while it's left, all onto Sassy. Both players low. Spike, he didn't even get it to half, so it's not going to be happening. A wipe down again, Loud in a position where...
Communication streamlined. Good opening by Les. He goes out for more with a Bulldog. You got to give the man props for it, but it ain't going to yield any sort of...
Yeah, I don't think they were expecting anybody to be pushing through long. This should be a free kill for Mazzino. In fact, he's going to catch both. Solid stun from Klaus. Again, the highlight of this man is probably someone we're not going to really look at too much because of the stats, but he's been so good with his utility. Mazzino, I think, even caught Sadak with the C's, so getting out of there was impossible, and what was looking like a really dangerous round, 3 players alive, Pancada, got to try and get them with a pistol.
You can definitely see the theory crafting by Crew. When they come into these games, Mazzino's utility belt seems to be like the most important thing to them, which is strange when you look at, you know, having a breach there, but... All right, Mazzino, good night and sweet dreams. It's a 1v2, it's possible. I thought this would be over and done with already, but Pancada has other ideas. Klaus down below is gone! He's managed to find... Oh, anti-flash start. Les still got caught by it. Great idea, especially because it's been so consistent out of that attacking side. Keznet gone right off the rip. Pancada's following up on his success in the previous round. The win now firmly in Loud sails, and they've got a 5v4 to play with. Look at the ultis too, Tom. Aspas with a showstopper.
Yeah, this was looking like a half that was going to be incredibly dominant, and Loud are now getting to a position where they could just be a couple of rounds behind. Obviously, they haven't really won any pistols, but Pancada is fragging. Just taking these individual fights, feeling confident. Stun is solid, doesn't have any support, but the flashback will give him another.
Back-to-back.
3 kills already, a 1v3-1, and wow, what are the remaining players going to do? They're not falling for this. Already setting up with all that utility. Nags knows it though. And actually, they put in utility to try and deny him, but he's dead. He's got to be dead. The TP not going to be enough, and now it's left all onto one. Delzik gets nothing. Solid to push much further forward, but the rest of his team, however, have other ideas.
Oh, they've gone straight down through mid. You can see Mazzino rotating in through the spawn right now. He's going to be trying to beat them to the A site, contain them in there, and allow the rest to go through and execute them. Keznet finding the first. Now they go out on long, and the info's only just now making it to them. Too little, too late, perhaps. Sassy up close, not able for much, and 2 HP on Aspis. That will do it. Crew coming out with a phenomenal amount of that can be more than enough. He's holding a long with a trap to go back. The rest of his team in through short.
That seems like a very heavy retake A setup, but Keznet goes down. Now, bear in mind, Klaus also is currently playing with a pistol. So there's actually a fair bit of weaponry missing this time, almost like Crew are a little overconfident going into this round. He should be able to retrieve that extra SMG, but losing Keznet early on, this almost rings those alarm bells a little earlier.
And Crew pumped the brakes for now. Definitely being cautious on the way back through, getting their smokes up first. There goes the Prowler, catching Aspis in the corner. They know there's one down below. And that's going to be destroyed up top, so no information to work with. But the pistol's coming in huge at the start. 2 quick kills, needing to step it up here, though. Les is going to be left alone, and he's not going to find the shot onto Klaus, who takes 4 kills with
damage done here. And Loud don't even realize. They have no idea that they're walking straight into a stack. It's going to be whether or not they can actually section off any of these players. Now that flank starts to come through, but they do an excellent job. Barely any damage even taken.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that it was Keznet, the one with the rifle, who's coming behind. He actually stopped him.
Available, though, it's actually on the Crew side.
Oh, the shot not going to land there for Nags, but he's not deterred. Going right back out and taking Aspis down. Big scalp to take less. Destroying some information inside a garage, but at this point, Crew have already set themselves up for an A retake. They're happy to pull all the way back. They've lost Nags, though, down on that long peak. That's a disaster. That's the up out of the round. What is that? Keznet's got 2 and 8 out, and he's still fighting. He'll be dropped eventually, but the damage may be done. Pancada's got to do it, and Klaus saves the day again. Ball rolling. 10-6. 4 rounds between them. Crew with a dominant lead, and this is okay. An opening for Aspis. Nags down. Keznet. Oh, he's dodged it just about. The boom bot not gonna see him. They think this is completely clear. Keznet, the trigger discipline, well, he's only got the one. The rest are barreling through long, but he's got a showstopper to catch them on the way. Less in onto Delzik. The advantage now for Loud. The spike recovered, but look who's behind. It's Keznet again! 4 kills, and he's dropped the spike. Now only less to deal with, and he knows that he's around this area. He knows that he's moved here earlier. And with those 2 kills, Tom, he's still got a nade online. 7 bullets and full HP. And last right in front of him, there it is! God. An ace from Keznet! This guy just doesn't stop. Anything to deal with him now. That plan not working out for Crew, now they've got a retake.
If that nade had just been a tiny bit closer, the C's holding him in, it was almost perfect from Crew. Instead, though, this is a solid afterpon, or at least looking like one. Quick couple of kills coming through. Mazzino's found another. Within a matter of seconds, it's left all onto Pancada. His entire team is gone. He had an incredible clutch earlier, but it is not happening. 12 on the board for Crew. They made that look way too easy.
They add through. Keznet not happy with his failure earlier on. Now he'll use the bullets, almost taking Sassy down. Klaus there to follow up, but can he escape? Yes.
Yeah.
No one's there to punish. Well, hold on, Aspis is! Oh, just a second too late. 22 HP, but he's made it out.
Yeah, the patience somewhat paying off. Sadak now trying to make his move. Nags is in such a disgusting angle. They've got a direct clear him, but he can just get a kill and get out of there, but it's not pretty. In fact, Sadak wins the duel, and now there has to be re-aggression elsewhere, trying to at least level things up, but it now becomes very, very difficult for Crew.
Just tanking the stun there even. Loud are able to get the plant through, but here's the retake. Crew already finding some kills going their way. Aspis stands on the site with a showstopper, and that is more than enough to take it across the line. They've got to do it 5 more times to get back to C long, so we can play post plant. If they came through garage, they were in a lot of trouble. Matter of fact, I don't think it matters where they go. They're in a lot of trouble. There's still utility to play with. Now Les is here. Okay, well, he went back into garage. That was a bit over-aggressive. punish not there. And, well, I think Crew are having no choice but to save at this point.
Yeah, and Nax could take a risk just because of the tour de force, but other than that, the rest of the players need to hold on to their weaponry. Good turnaround in this one, at least, from the side of Loud. Again, I think those stuns coming through have been so impactful, and they're actually going to wipe out some of the remaining weaponry. Of course, Keznet really the right ultimates available to get in on the retake, and I feel like Loud are just getting more and more confident in the seaside take, leaving less behind, and any aggression that's coming through, well, it's going to trap them. Eventually less being caught, which I feel like has been a bit of a recurring theme. He does well and then just gets found out, but he's done enough. His teammates are in such a strong afterplant that all that can really be hoped for from Crew is damage. Maybe get their ults online.
Now, Crew came in with 2 pistols. They've lost 2 players. Walking out with still the 3 rifles wouldn't be the end of the world for them. It would give them quite a boost to their bank, and you're not going to be sitting there thinking, oh, let's break your opponent's economy. It doesn't really matter at this point, does it, past ultimate orbs? That spike's going to explode, and by the looks of things, at least they have the choice to tuck in and save all these weapons. They won't decide to risk anything. Even a bit of a pace change for sure from what Loud were expecting.
There's a lot of players.
Yeah, they had almost...
Rolling Thunder. The only thing will be is if they can get this kill for free, because the trap is not watching. In fact, he's got to turn around. No, completely unaware that they could have gone for this. Instead, it comes back into a 4v4 almost for free. All the steps are going to be heard. Cloud's now going to put that Rolling Thunder in towards the side. Counter ultimate in, but already Keznet has found another one. Showstopper, if he shot it off there, would have been a free kill. Instead, he's going to get there, and it's left all onto Sadak, trying to save them, but it isn't going to happen. A 4v5 is where this map slips away from Loud, and Crew are going to take us to Icebox.
This has been an impressive display from Crew so far. The first map, they did better than expected, and coming on to Haven, they have shown that